In newly revealed court filings, there is what appears to be good news for SafeMoon. This has to do with Operation Pheonix. We're going to share what this is as well as what the community is talking about with this. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. First up here is coming from SafeMoon Stella over on Twitter. They go on to say, let's dive into the tweet below. Let's start with saying this is a massive win for Captain Hodl, aka John Caroni, who is the CEO of SafeMoon. Congrats, John. Lender is Lex Vest, who are allowing John Caroni to be able to license out the nanoparticles tech on wind turbines to Agreement 1.1c, which you can see below. And then we also see Danology has responded to this. So of this breakdown right here, he does highlight one key point. Let's go ahead and talk about that just for a moment before we go in further. Danology says, click to expand. And this right here says, A, royalty-free license grant. Lender will grant to Mr. Caroni a joint use, no additional royalty, non-exclusive perpetual license in the patents as set forth in the patent joint license agreement attached herewith as Exhibit A license. And Danology says, to put it into simple terms, basically, Operation Pheonix is a go. Now, hopping back over here, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So just breaking it down a little bit more, hydrophobic/hydrophilic coatings on wind turbines to increase wind energy conversion. D, the party seeks to outline the basic parameters of said relationship, herein as a starting point for working together. Now, therefore, in consideration of the premises and the mutual covenants and agreements contained herein, the receipt and sufficiency of which are hereby acknowledged, the parties hereto do hereby agree as follows. I want to say that again. The parties hereto do hereby agree as follows. Number one, agreement. 1.1, agreement to fund research. Subject to the terms and conditions of this agreement, the parties agree to the following general deal terms. A, Ronin will fund the research noted in Exhibit A in the amount of $150,000. B, the research-related IP and its findings shall remain the sole property of ECG. C, for funding the research, Ronin shall have the rights to a license to use the technology on wind turbines. D, all costs to coat any turbines or to purchase the coatings shall be codified in a separate agreement per project. 1.2, the parties agree that any profits generated by any wind turbine project or projects that may go forward in the Gambia through Ronin and or entities owned or controlled by Ronin will be shared between the parties 50-50, with the ECG portion of such profits assignable to Barajali Group. So if you guys are not familiar with this, the Barajali Group happens to be associated with John Caroni's family. And more specifically, this other company that we're talking about here has ties going back over to his mom. So there's been a lot of drama behind this because it definitely came across that John Caroni was suing his own mother. And you've seen some back and forth between his other family members, John Caroni's brother, his uncle, over on social media. Looks like there's a lot of internal family issues, and this is having to go through a court, right? So that should kind of say a lot to you guys already with that. Let's go ahead and look through and see what other people are having to say following this news. So in addition to this, does it have a date on it? I can't see. Apparently, whoever that is. Okay, thanks. Was just curious. No FUD. So my understanding was that this actually came out for today. Ronin excuse me. Ronin does not equal SafeMoon. Also, who typed this up and wasn't able to spell research properly twice? I take all this with a grain of salt. And Stella says, you're not wrong. Ronin isn't SafeMoon. They're official court documents you can see on Pacer here in the tweet below. Proof of Stake says, terms are pretty steep on this. 18% interest on $250,000 up to $1 million. If monthly interest not paid, then seizure of all collateral could take place. Any lawyer advice on this one? And Stella says, you're on the wrong part. Go to Exhibit A. In Danny's post, it's royalty free, meaning the one purchasing the license pays a one-time price and they don't have to pay royalties there for after for the license length. SafeMoon Ian says, in my eyes, a good agreement for both. I'm not a lawyer, by the way, but 50-50 sounds good in my opinion, but I'm not an intern to say so. Stella says exactly. It put good and fair, and since Lex Vest now owns ECG, it's 50% to Lex Vest ECG and 50% Ronin, which is John's company. The West Has Fallen says, so John spat with his mother is finally coming to a conclusion. Some actual good news for SafeMoon, or what? Pheonix Gambia 100% dead, just 99% dead. Stella says, it's good news for John, Ronin, and hopefully SafeMoon in the long run. It's product he can now license out. Who knows what will come from it? None of us have crystal balls to tell us the future to know. And if you guys want to have a link to this article, I'll have it in the description down below for you guys. And Darth Critter here saying, wait, so this was really a thing all along and our patience and investing is paying off? And Stella says, yes, the tech's a real thing for sure. What they plan to do with it is another thing. Hopefully, they'll be able to license it out and they put back into SafeMoon, but who knows? And as was mentioned here, what's the date on this? The document with the agreement is on the 9th, and the new one is from today, all on Pacer. All right, so tell us what you guys think about this down in the comments below. That is the latest update of what appears to be going on in the legal situation with that of SafeMoon itself and their court situation. So yeah, be sure to tell us your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also thank you to my YouTube members for your support. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode. Like cryptocurrencies, your DNA is made up of data, and with Self-Decode, you can discover more about your personal health. Self-Decode can help you improve your mood, optimize your health, balance your gut, improve heart health, reduce stress, reduce inflammation, optimize your cognition, and improve brain health. Their process is very easy. Simply register at the website, read the instruction manual and collect your DNA sample, place the sample into the specimen bag, put the entire box in the return envelope, mail the return envelope back to them, and then wait 6 to 8 weeks for your results. Their website is easy to use, easy to understand, and as someone personally who sits down a lot throughout the course of the day, having resources that are more geared specifically to me that I can optimize my health, it's a huge game changer. You invest into other things, and there's no greater investment than yourself. So get started with Self-Decode. Check out the link in the description.